To my dear Amani, I love you, my baby, and I miss you so much. You've been gone now for 15 months, and you took with you the spark from our family. Amani, you are amazing. You always had the ability to fill every room with your joy, laughter, and energy. Your smile lit up your whole face with its own special gnaw of its own. I was remembering the other day how you'd always talk with a slight, cheeky giggle, and you're always so full of happiness. You were known for your storytelling, and I miss you coming home and sharing your adventures with us, but I also miss your love, Amani. You had a special way of making everyone feel loved, and by so doing, making them fall in love with you too. I remember fondly how towards the end you would kiss me at every opportunity. When I asked you why, you said it was because you knew you wouldn't be able to do it for much longer. Oh, how I wish now that I had just held on to you in one of our cosy hugs and never let you go. I miss our special greeting of love you more, love you mostis. But I know that our love for each other is eternal. We were blessed to be by your side 24/7 in your last 22 months on this earth. I miss my sleeping companion. I miss how we would hold hands all night long and how you wouldn't let us go to sleep until 2 a.m, keeping us up playing wordscapes or just chatting. I look back now on photos and videos, and I hate it if I'm not right by your side or interacting with you. The truth is we were all exhausted emotionally and physically towards the end, but I'm sorry for those missed opportunities to be by your side, or any moment you wanted or needed me and I wasn't there. It was so painful to watch you deteriorate, Amani. I worry I didn't talk with you enough about how you felt at the end. Were you scared? Did you want me to talk to you more about it all? If I could have taken it all away from you, my baby, I would have done. We did everything we could to help ease your transition into the next realm, Amani. Could you hear us around you? Could you feel me lying next to you? Did you hear me whispering in your ear the Shahada and telling you that it was okay for you to leave as Allah would look after us? Could you see the angels, Amani? What were they like? You were in so much pain and distress leading up to your final days, but you always fought so courageously, Amani. It brings peace to my aching heart that all of your pain and struggles are now over. I know that you are the happiest in Jannah than you have ever been here on earth. I'm happy for you, but we are so broken without you, and can't wait until we are reunited with you, babes. Did you realise that we finished our Quran reading, Amani? The last surah you read to me before your eyes failed was Surah Rahman. That will forever be our surah, Amani. When your eyes failed, I would read the words of the Quran, and you would repeat them after me until you were unable to utter any words. But I didn't stop, Amani. I sat by your bedside and I read the final 2 juz to you. Did you hear me whisper in your ear that we had finished the Quran? This was the only thing you had on your bucket list, and we did it, Amani. May you be reaping the benefits of this now. You were so determined to read most days, even when your brain or eyes weren't working properly. Since you left us, I have struggled to read the Quran. I just couldn't do it, and I still find it hard to listen to Surah Rahman, as it reminds me of how we would always play it after Fajr, or when you were anxious. Do you hear Quran in Jannah, Amani? What does it sound like? But you will be pleased with me, Amani, to know that I am now back reading Quran again, and rebuilding my relationship with it. I look forward to when we can recite it together again in Jannah one day. So much has happened since you left us. Mia and Ruqayya carried the baton in the Queen's relay on your behalf. I remember how happy you were to hear that you'd been nominated. Well, you were chosen for this honour and many more, Amani. The University of Bedfordshire has named an award after you that is given to the highest achieving social work student. Icknield High School has named a trophy after you and will be given to a Year 11 pupil who has shown resilience, just like you did. Your name was even mentioned in Parliament a few weeks ago, so we are keeping up your fight in your name so brain cancer patients have better access to investment and treatment options. I remember how you wanted to pick it outside number 10. You weren't able to do that due to your health, but you did so much more besides, and we now continue your fight. You are continuing to inspire people, Amani. Your podcasts and your example are helping others through their difficult times. I hope you are witnessing the blessings of your legacy in Jannah, Amani. So much money was raised in your name that we are fulfilling your request. You asked Humaira to build a mosque in your name if you passed away. A Jamia mosque has been built in Uganda and worshippers are finally praying in your mosque. And do you remember when you were coming round from your brain surgery you asked me to build a school in your name? A school is being built right now in Malawi in your name. You always wanted to visit the orphan children in Malawi when you recovered. You weren't able to do this as you had planned, but because of you these children will now have access to an education. Suleiman and Bilal Assad came to visit you and made dua at your graveside. I guess you already know this because Imam Umar said that you would have been aware of our presence that day. He made dua for you to meet his mother. Have you met her yet, Amani? I hope you told her how amazing her son is and how much good he is doing in the world. Imam Umar Suleiman also spoke so highly about you at a conference. He even pulled Dad onto the stage too. You truly are an inspiration to so many, and you continue to make us proud every day. I take their visit as a sign that you are in the company of the righteous in Jannah too, Amani. Who have you met? What is it like? Have you met any of your friends? I can't wait until the day that you will greet me at the gates of paradise, Amani. I know you will be an amazing tour guide. I think about your broad smile and your bouncy personality, excitedly showing us all the hot spots of Jannah and helping us to settle in. I have struggled since your passing, but I feel like part of me is already in Jannah, so I have to keep going so we can be reunited for eternity. I long for that day. When I struggle, I try and gain inspiration from your example of strength and determination, but it's sometimes so hard. But I hope you are proud of me, Amani, and all that we have done since you passed despite our pain. I love you, Amani, and I hope to be with you soon. Please visit me in a dream. I so yearn for our souls to meet, to hug you, and for you to tell me that you're okay. Love you the mostest, baby, for always and forever. Dear Mama, it was so lovely to hear from you, but please be reassured that I'm happier now than I have ever been. Mum, you would not believe how beautiful Jannah is. I know you would absolutely love it here, and I can't wait until you are here with me. Jannah is just filled with such luscious greenery. The trees are larger than anything you will have ever seen, with ruby-encrusted tree trunks and huge, luscious leaves. I used to love the fruit bowls you made for my breakfast, Mum, but the fruits in Jannah are so big, juicy, and taste sublime. The colours of Jannah are so vibrant you just cannot imagine them in your realm. The ground is full of pearls, the soil is rich saffron, and Jannah is full of the sweet fragrance of musk that is carried amongst the gentle breeze that reaches every area. I have been blessed with an amazing palace built of gold brick, surrounded by beautiful rivers flowing freely. I look forward to a day when I will be showing you around my palace. My heart is filled with such serenity here, Mum. It is beyond your comprehension from dunya, and it's even hard for me to explain for you, but there really is no grief and pain here. My soul is now completely free from my worldly body that was ravaged so much by the illness. But please know, Mum, the most amazing thing that you really do forget every hardship as soon as you are dipped into Jannah. Everything that I went through on earth does not affect me at all now. In fact, my status in Jannah is more elevated due to every moment of pain and difficulty I experienced on earth. It's like my life on earth was all a dream. I remember and recall fondly all of the good moments, but I have forgotten all of my difficulties. I know it must have been so hard for you to have seen your child suffer in the way that you did. I did know that you were next to me as I was leaving this world, and I did hear you whispering in my ear. Thank you, Mum. That was such a comfort. But do you remember telling me as I was passing that all of this will make sense to me soon? Well, it's true, Mum. I know it's hard for you now, but I promise you that you will soon experience your day in Jannah and all of your suffering will make sense. I'm sure, Mum, that there will be a huge reward awaiting for you for all of the loving care that you showed me throughout my illness and for the patience that you are displaying now. You asked about the angels. They were surrounding my bedside on my last day. They are so beautiful, Mum. They are so big yet so serene. They were so gentle with me and put me at ease. I didn't feel any pain as I was passing. I was in a state of complete serenity and eagerly hopeful for what was awaiting me. The angels took out my soul with such calmness and sweetness as I ascended out of my body and into the next realm. Islam means peace, Mum, but it wasn't until that moment that I really felt true peace. I did hear you reading the Qur'an at my bedside. When I heard you whisper that we had completed the Qur'an, my heart was soothed, and I was then ready to leave your world. I was amazed when my soul was ascending with the angels, as we just kept climbing higher and higher. That was due to our Qur'an reading, Mum. I felt like we would ascend forever, but when we stopped I knew exactly where my home was in Jannah. Thank you, Mum, for helping me reach such a high status. I do hear the Qur'an being recited. Over here we breathe with a faint, melodious recitation of the Qur'an, so Jannah is forever filled with its beauty. I also look forward to the moment we can recite Qur'an again together here. Know that I made so much dua for you, Mum, when I was ill. One of my biggest fears was not what was happening to me, but what it would do to you all when I left. I hope you're experiencing the benefits of my du'as. You are so strong, Mum, but I know you are always hard on yourself, so I want you to hear it from me and believe it. I know you will continue to miss me, but I hope some of my words will bring comfort to you in your pain. We will be together soon, Mum, and your life and all of this pain will feel like a dream for you too. Hold on to that and just continue to strive and bring good into the world. You didn't say in your letter, but I'm sure the family is struggling. Know that you will learn to continue without me in time, and the love you hold for me will just motivate you in your pursuit of Jannah so we can be together again. I'm so pleased the legacy I left behind is still benefiting others. That was my biggest desire during my illness. I do see the benefits of my sadaqah jariyah. Sometimes I will suddenly be showered by fragrant rain, or flowers and fruits will spontaneously appear, and I know that someone is either making dua for me or being inspired by my example to do good. Thank you for helping to keep my legacy alive. When you are with me in Jannah, you too will witness these impromptu showering of blessings of your own. You will love them. I was aware when you were making dua at my graveside with Imam Umar Suleiman and Sheikh Bilal Asad. I felt your presence and your duas. I have met Umar Suleiman's mum, and she is even more amazing than Umar Suleiman has been able to describe her to be. I am among the righteous, and their company fills your heart with abundant warmth and joy. I have met with so many people, and I do love spending time with the children here. I wish you could see how the children run so freely in Jannah. Their joyful laughter rings like a soothing chorus in the air. I will show you one day soon, Mum. Sorry I haven't visited you yet in a dream. I'm not sure you're ready for our souls to meet, but it will happen one day, and know that an embrace of our souls will be more than any worldly embrace that we may have shared together. Know that I love you, Mum, and you were everything and more from the moment I was born, but particularly throughout my illness. Please don't feel bad about anything. There were no missed opportunities or times that I felt that you were not there for me. Even if there was, then remember that it won't be affecting me now, so you shouldn't be worrying over such matters. I'm at peace, and I am home now, where I am supposed to be, and in a blink of an eye, we will be reunited. So keep going, Mum, in the knowledge that I am fine and that I love you. Love you the mostest, for always and forever. Lots and lots, like jelly tots. Amani.